what it is. I'm gonna speak on this. And I'm gonna speak on it a few times until Audie come out with this paperwork. You know what I mean? Cause it's looking shaky, baby. It's looking shaky. And now I ain't on my regular normal channel because that channel got flagged. So I'm appearing on this channel that's usually dedicated to me uploading little battle rap shit. You dig? But this what we gonna get into, right? So Audie returns. We gonna go back a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because it's important that we set the narrative straight and we be right and exact on everything that we about to say, and it's clear of where I stand and where he supposedly stand. You feel what I'm saying? All right. So Boom comes home. He does the Math Hoffa show, and he does the Math Hoffa show with somebody that did his time, and they do at least a 45-minute segment. He does, for y'all that didn't see it, he does it with my son, the General. You know what I'm saying? We all know how my son gets down. You dig? So they do a whole, back to what I was saying, they do a whole at least 45-minute segment of talking about rats and snitches in hip hop. Now you go back, and even then when I first seen it, I thought it was weird that he wasn't doing too much talking during that segment. My son was doing most of the talking, but I looked at it like he was, you know what I mean, playing his position, playing his role, just sitting there listening, and it being a sponge and absorbing the OG dropping knowledge. You dig what I'm saying? He added a couple of little points here and there, but my son did most of the, you know what I mean, talking about the whole rat situation. If y'all ain't seen it, it's a dope, it's a dope podcast. It's a dope episode. And that portion is a dope segment. Check out what the brother got to say. You feel what I'm saying? So, all right, they do that. You know what I mean? At that point, glad to see the brother home, and he bring up surf and see people like trying to further the narrative that surf a rat, surf a this, surf that, da 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 da. And of course, like every episode, Math brings up Surf name, and they go through the whole shit with him even lying about possibly ghostwriting for Surf when all it was he heard one of Surf rounds. That's all it was. For some reason, he don't never want to acknowledge that that's all it was, because he liked this little narrative. But anyway, we gonna keep it moving. So fast forward, RBE announces Boom return battle would be against what's his name? Can't even think of the name, but the white dude, man. Y'all know who it is. Big K. Big K. You know what I mean? Does the battle against Big K. Big K comes out with the paperwork. And they calling him a rat or a snitch in just about every round. You dig what I'm saying? Me, myself, personally, since I ain't at the event and I'm watching it on TV, I'm thinking, you know, because in battle rap, niggas make up fake narratives all the time. You know what I mean? Fans ride for because fans like those little fake narratives or whatever. So me, I'm like, you know, he probably looked up some indictment paper templates or charge paper templates and, you know, came up with some fake paperwork and, you know what I mean, flow with the narrative for the battle or whatever. Say battle. And Audie speaks after the battle. He talking about it was made up, da da da, and how he felt about what the cat said on stage. Whatever, whatever. So bloggers started doing their little upload videos about the situation. At this present time on my other channel, I'm not able to get on live or upload any videos because my channel was striked by some weirdos. You know what I mean? So this is why I'm on this channel doing this particular video, because it's the only way for the next few days I'm gonna be able to get voice out and heard, and they ain't even got that many subscribers on here, but I'm gonna do what it do. You dig? So he puts, that's what I was saying. I go and I look up the information, you know what I'm saying? And I see that people got it floating around after I listened to what the bloggers said. And I really still wasn't believing it then, because I'm looking at it like, you know what I'm saying? It's only a couple of few ways you can get your hands on some paperwork. You know what I mean? Because I didn't know what type of paperwork it was based upon what they were saying that the paperwork said. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that been through the system, the different types of paperwork and what's submitted on each one of those different types of paperwork. So I ain't really thinking nothing of it. So go online and I see that it's floating around in a couple of groups, but it's just people that screenshot and then putting little parts up in the group. Still ain't paying no mind. So Swave Sever posts in the group and he posts the link for it. I click on the link and I look at the website. The first thing I do is try to go into the website on my own. You can't get into that website unless you're an attorney. That's first. So nothing about anything that's on that website is falsified or fake. Ain't nobody make that paperwork up and put it on there. That paperwork that's on there is on there because an attorney put it on there because their client was going up to appeal. So the reason why we know this because it's in the paperwork. And secondly, the reason why Ahdi Boom name is mentioned and the other gentleman's name is mentioned is because they needed to mention all that to leverage for the appeal, because their role in them saying the reason why we got this is because of that, but we didn't have proper representation. But this is why. Y'all feel what I'm saying? So nothing in that paperwork really. Nobody's gonna make that up in paperwork to make somebody look bad when it's really about trying to get somebody off as an appeal. That's the first thing. You know what I mean? In every interview Ahdi was doing after that battle, he was trying to say that it was fake and everything in it. He ain't know the people who names was in it. He ain't never heard these people talking about had 17 different names in it. Yo, you're lying. You're lying, B. Because this is what you said when you got on the live with whoever that was that Hip Hop is Real uploaded. Shout out to Hip Hop is Real. But you got slam on that and you lied. And all y'all can go look for that and y'all tell me that it ain't a complete difference from what he said on there, what he said on the interview with Rapmatic right after the battle, Sloop the Rapmatic and Boss Chick Rain. You know what I mean? But all those is different. And then the other day, you released a statement. And this statement really is what had me knowing, yeah, you told nigga. You's a rap nigga. But even then, I'm still gonna say, as a stand-up nigga and the nigga that done been through the system, I say this to you. I'm still gonna hold judgment. I'm still gonna hold judgment for a minute because I wasn't there. None of us was there. We don't know the particulars of the case. But show your indictment papers. Go down to the court and get your minutes from court, B. Get your minutes and come back and holler at the battle rap community, because other than that, we ain't rocking with you, and no league should rock with you. Maybe them little small leagues, maybe Gates of the Garden or somebody like that. But if ARP continue to fuck with you, I can't support that shit. And I won't support that shit. Not me. Because you lied to the culture. You sat on somebody's platform and had a whole discussion about rats. And it's looking like you a rat. But anyway, he does this interview, right? And what really got me in the interview and what really made me know that, yeah, this dude, one is lying and try to mix in the truth with the lie to try to make it seem like something. Because again, I'm going to go back to what he said on the live with his peoples. He said on the live with Dude from Hip Hop Is Real that he ain't know none of the people whose names was on the indictment papers. That's what he said on the live with Dude from Hip Hop Is Real. That's what he said out his mouth. He ain't know any of the names of the people that was on that paperwork. Complete lie. Fast forward to the Lord's statement he put out yesterday on whatever platform that was. I will shout you out, but I don't know the name of the platform. And again, I'm on this channel. Can't be on my other channel because a video got flagged. So I can't upload for 7 days. But back to what I was saying, he goes into this. So now all of a sudden, you know the people when you do the statement the other day. And then you go on to say right at the beginning of that, yeah, they caught me red-handed. It was just me and XYZ, meaning you and one other person that got caught. You claim they asked you questions. You answered the questions. The first no. No, you wasn't even supposed to say nothing at all. Not about no Jamaican accent. Not about any of that. You wasn't supposed to say anything. Period. It doesn't matter the reason why you thought you had to say something. You wasn't supposed to say nothing. Period. Nothing at all. Yet again, let's go to the next part of the story because it looked like they cut some stuff out of there. I don't know why, but it looked like they took some stuff out. Fast forward to him saying once they get over to the Bing, he say he go see his lawyer. His lawyer tell him he need to take the plea deal. And this is what they giving him if he take the plea deal. He say he leave from there and he tell everybody. Key word is he tells everybody, yo, we need to take the plea deal because they saying we gonna blow trial if we go to trial. He said they say nah. Fight it, blood, fight it. He said he called his mother like, nah, take that deal, so he take the deal. He say one other person ends up pretty much working with the authorities, you know what I mean? Another person gets some time and another person do something else. Now, if I do the math, that's 4 people plus him. Where those other people come from? If only 2 of them got caught at the actual crime, how you end up with all them co-defendants? See, all that make the paperwork make sense. Because y'all 2 was the only 2 at that one scene, but it specifically says in the paperwork that y'all gave up information on a crime and an individual who was not there. Y'all gave up information about another crime that put another individual in jail. So of course, one, you didn't have to testify. Two, you wouldn't have to testify in the case that you involved in because what that person went to jail for had nothing to do with your case. So see, technically, he lying but ain't lying. But nigga, you told. But again, I'm gonna pump my brakes and I'm gonna refrain from having any judgment and let's see if he produced some paperwork. Even though in that same video, he goes see the lawyer and do some little type of um recorded conversation where he like leading them in the question that I testify. Nah, nigga. What your paperwork say? You could have got your paperwork from your lawyer that day. You could have went there, got the paperwork, and showed the paperwork. It ain't hard to get paperwork. When you got indicted, you should have had a copy of your indictment papers, and your attorney should have had a copy of your indictment papers. And when the nigga was on the live talking to homie on the hip hop is real shit, the nigga gonna say on a Sunday he gonna go down there and get paperwork, dude. Like, yo, courthouse not open. It's a Sunday. He like, oh no, man, my mind gone because of all this. Because let me tell you something. It's two things you don't put on no man, and that's being a rat and a child molester, dog. You know what I'm saying? And Big K ain't just put that on you. He provided proof, and he's standing by the proof. Dude is a rat. And I'm glad somebody exposed you. But if he produced legitimate paperwork proven otherwise, I would recant this statement here. And even if don't nobody see this or even watch this, I really don't care. Because if I was on my other channel, it would be a little bit different. So most of the people might not even run across this, but I need to get this out into the little stratosphere. So hopefully some people, you know what I mean, ride past it. Any of y'all in the culture, and you weirdos, stop talking about shit you know nothing about. And no, I'm not an attorney. I'm just a former street nigga who been in trouble and been indicted before and had names on my indictment papers and understand how the process works. And if you ain't never been indicted, you're not going to understand how the process works. If you only been locked up for a few days and went to court and was released and you never had a real indictment, you're not going to understand how the process works. Because we ain't talking about charge papers here. Even though if somebody can produce his charge papers, that original statement that he gave the police would be on there too, because he was talking to them from the time he got arrested. He admitted that to himself. When they said something to him about the gun, he said, "Oh, I found that over there." And they asked him about the Jamaican accent. He said, "Oh, I spoke with the Jamaican accent to disguise my voice." But at the same time, we ought to believe that you didn't say who actually fired the gun in the house and that the other person brought the gun is the one that provided the gun. Like, come on, B. Come on now. For you weirdos trying to justify all this and say that we're trying to act like attorneys, and even for some of you bloggers, look, man, this shit looks shaky. You can't just put anything on that website, B. That's a legitimate government website. That's not no makeshift website. That's not nothing that somebody came up with that anybody can upload and post shit on there. It ain't that. There's something different. And that Big K did is legitimate paperwork from a legitimate site. So the only people that could be lying is the police in this case. that mean that all that is wrong. So you need to produce the court minutes. You can't produce no other type of paperwork because if it contradicts that work, then we know that paperwork ain't right. Need court minutes. We need to hear what was said when you was in court. Period. Else, it's no way people should be supporting your battle career. People shouldn't be buying tickets. People shouldn't be getting the pay-per-view. And leagues shouldn't be booking you. You need to go get a regular job in everyday life, or maybe go into the regular music industry or something. But you can't come into this culture lying. Maybe it'd be different, and maybe I wouldn't be saying this. If you want to say, use a square caught up in something, you ain't know what you got. You know what I mean? Everybody's should be given a second chance or whatever, but you still lying to niggas. And you sat on the show, you sat on the program again, where you sat and you talked about rats for 45 minutes. You sat down, you listened to my song, talk about it, and you added your little 2 cents in it. So you get all the opportunity in the world to keep it a buck and say, yo, I was 19. I was afraid. I was scared. I didn't want to spend the majority of my life in there. And, I looked out for myself. Niggas might not like it, but at least you standing on your shit. Even the little bitch niggas Takashi standing on his. He's standing on it. He's standing on the fact that he told. He trying to justify, but he's standing on it. He ain't got no choice because we all know. But now you in a situation where we all know, nigga. So keep it a buck. You know what I'm saying? And y'all stop it. Stop it. Stop making excuses. Stop acting like he gonna come up with some paperwork from somewhere. Excuse me, even though I hope he do. And I hope it's legitimate paperwork. And again, I recant everything I said. I not only take this shit down so it's not still floating around, but I upload something else on my main channel once it get back up and running. And I apologize for even falling for it. But up until then, nah, nah, you ain't welcome in the culture, B. Salute. I'm out of here.